made great strides in an effort to improve the lives of previously disadvantaged people, but still there's room for improvement.
That's the view of Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa in a wide-ranging address during the Nelson Mandela Commemoration in Houghton in Johannesburg. The Deputy President said South Africa has a challenge to achieve equitable and fair society envisaged by the former President Nelson Mandela.
Ramaphosa stressed the importance of achieving an inclusive economy for all South Africans.
While we confront global economic headwinds, South Africa must still grapple with the devastating legacy of a system that deliberately stifled the potential of our people. And this is what we have to deal with. On the one hand, we've got to deal with what affects many other countries around the world, that is common to any country in the world. But at the same time, we've got to deal with our own reality, the reality of our past, the legacy that we were left with. And it is a legacy that is very different from what other countries are having to deal with, because ours was based on an ideology of racism and hatred. And its effects and impact continues today. We may wish it away, we may want to deny that there is such a legacy, but it is there, and we have to deal with it. But we also have to deal with our own future, a future that beckons, a future that Madiba envisaged for our country. So in a way, we're dealing with three realities at the same time. We're dealing with the present that is affected by what's happening in the world. We're dealing with our past, which is very different from what other countries had to deal with, and we're dealing with our future, which Madiba wished for us. Despite the progress of the last 2 decades, we must acknowledge that we have in reality not transformed our economy to serve the interests of the majority of our people. Although we have experienced periods of economic growth, we have not built up an industrial base of the scale and diversity that is required to extract optimal value from the natural resources that we possess in great abundance.
That was the